Hi guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about the coronavirus. First off, why is it called coronavirus? Look at the picture. See all those little things sticking out? It sort of looks like a crown, doesn't it? Crown, corona, that's where it got its name, because it looks like a crown. And how did it come about? How did it start? Well, that's a very interesting story. It started in what they call wet markets in China, where there are a lot of people and a lot of animals. They have live animals that they kill and sell to people so that they can take them home and cook them up fresh. And they have dead animals that they can sell them to cook. There are all these people and animals, a perfect breeding ground for a new virus to start. And they know that the coronavirus is in bats. It doesn't usually hurt them, but viruses sometimes jump from animals to other animals and to people. So they think it jumped from the bat to an animal called a pangolin. The Chinese like the pangolin for its meat. They eat it, and they also like the scales on it. They think the scales have medicinal qualities. So this market had pangolins. So the scientists think it jumped from bats to pangolins. How do you spread it? Viruses spread through aerosol or droplets. Aerosol, whenever you spray deodorant, that's an aerosol. If you cough or sneeze, you're propelling the germs into the air. But the coronavirus is really heavy, so it doesn't go very far. It usually drops, hence the name droplet. And it drops on surfaces, and you touch the surfaces, then touch your face, and that's how you get sick. And that's one of the reasons why they want us to stay 6 feet apart, so that the droplets will drop before they get to you. And that is why you need to wash your hands, you filthy animal. This is a funny slide, but it's really important. And they taught us as nurses that we need to wash our hands for 20 seconds. You need to soap up with soap, put it under warm water, and rub your hands together for 20 seconds. They taught us to do that by singing Happy Birthday twice. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, epic youth. Happy birthday to you. So whenever you've touched something, try to remember to wash your hands, and then don't touch your faces until you wash your hands. That's really important. That's a very important way that this virus is spread. Another thing you can do is do the dab. When you cough or you sneeze, instead of coughing or sneezing into your hand, cough or sneeze into your elbow. Do the dab. How long does the coronavirus live on surfaces? In the air, about 3 hours. Copper, 4 hours. Cardboard, 24 hours. Plastic, 2 to 3 days. Stainless steel, 2 to 3 days. So you need to wipe off surfaces. After you've touched them, after you've done anything, wipe them off. How contagious is the virus? First off, the most contagious virus we have is measles. You can infect 12 to 18 people with measles. Coronavirus, 2 to 3. Imagine you're in an elevator and the droplets fall and you're 6 feet apart, you're probably okay. But say you cough into your hand and then touch the button on the elevator and someone touches it after you. They've got it. Here you are. And then you get coronavirus. You can infect 3 people, and each of those people can infect 3 people. What are the symptoms of the coronavirus? It usually starts with a dry cough and a sore throat. You may have a headache, be tired, have a fever, aches and pains. Some people have tummy problems like nausea and vomiting, and if it gets bad, you could have some shortness of breath. Who's most likely to get sick? People who have cancer, taking chemo, immunocompromised. That means their immune systems aren't working as well. Over 60 years of age, heart condition, high blood pressure, diabetes, lung problems, and obesity. All of these things make you more susceptible to getting a harder case of coronavirus. Why do you want to do social distancing? The main reason is because we'd want to help to protect our healthcare system so that we aren't overwhelmed. If you stay home and only interact with your family, then you're much less likely to either get it yourself or to give it to someone else. What's the second reason? We don't want to give it to those whom we love. Friends, family. Think of your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, people in your family who aren't the healthiest, who are older, who have health problems. You don't want to give it to them. I want to tell you the story about Anne Frank. She was a young woman who lived in Nazi Germany when the dictator Adolf Hitler was killing the Jews. And she wrote a diary to put things in perspective for those of us feeling a bit stir crazy already. Anne Frank and 7 other people hid in a 450 square foot attic for 761 days, quietly trying to remain undiscovered to stay alive. We can do our part to keep everyone safe and spend a few weeks at home. A 450 square foot room is about the size of a small bedroom, and they were in there for 2 years. What can you do during social distancing? You can play outside, play with your family, as long as you don't go out and be with others. Play with your pets, read the Bible, read other books, watch movies with your family, play games with your family, pray, and keep a journal. Write your thoughts, your feelings about this time in your life, because down the road, you're going to want to tell your grandchildren about the great pandemic. And we need to put our faith in God. This is all going to work out. We'll get through this, and hopefully we will be stronger, kinder people, and have learned more about how to depend on God during difficult times. Most importantly, as Tricia said in her devotion the other day, we need faith over fear. Don't be afraid. One really good thing is that kids, young people seem to do really well with this virus. You may just feel like you have a common cold. So don't be afraid. Have faith, and we'll all get through it together. Love you guys. Miss you.